Hey, what's up? It's Tati and I'm back with another video. This time it's a prediction video per AEW Full Gear, and I'll be throwing my rants here and there. So I just finished watch Rampage, and they added 3 matches, and they're going to be for the 0 hour, which is their pre-show that they do on YouTube at 7 o'clock. Basically an hour of 3 matches, you know, to get the fans riled up for the pay-per-view. So they just announced that Eddie Kingston will be going against Jun Akiyama, and they just had a tag team match. So the whole time Kingston was wanting to face him or whatnot, and so they're gonna have a singles match, and for that I see Jun taking the win. This will just be, you know, just a match just to have, and I'm pretty sure they'll do a good job. I don't really have much to say about it because they just threw this in. So now we have Ricky Starks versus Brian Cage, and this is for the AEW Championship Eliminator Tournament, whatever bullshit it is. That has just been really weird. I don't know, because nobody really gives a shit about that. We either want to just see Moxley or MJF win, and then whatever happens after that. We don't care about this eliminator shit. But Ricky, for the most part, got his ass handed to him by Lance Archer earlier tonight, and I have to say, I don't know why the hell Ricky was wearing basically a crop top jersey. He has an amazing body and he's so handsome, but it just didn't look right. But anyway, he ended up winning that match against Lance Archer, and then Brian Cage came out, you know, taunting him or whatnot, and then after that Lance Archer came out and whooped his ass, Ricky's ass obviously, and so now he's going into this match tomorrow all banged up, while Brian Cage is fresh as hell. So many people's gonna just think going into this that Brian might end up winning, but I can see Ricky taking the win, and to be completely honest with you, I don't care about this at all. So now we have one more match, which is the Best Friends versus the Factory. So the Factory has 5 members and Best Friends have 4 technically. And then this is so weird, they gave Renee Young a VHS tape so she can play, and so they could announce who their 5th member is, and it's some dumb video with Danhausen in it. And then even after showing Danhausen in this video, for whatever reason they still make it seem like it's a mystery as into who the 5th member is in the Best Friends team, and you just fucking showed it. So why am I making it seem like it's a mystery member? I don't really care about this either. It's one of those things that they just threw in. If anything, Orange Cassidy needs to be defending that title. If you're holding gold in this pay-per-view, you need to be defending it. That's how I feel about it. Not this whole comedy shit. Maybe I'm being a little too serious, but I'm not really feeling it. Like I said, they just added another match for that 0 hour. I don't know what they're doing with that All-Atlantic title. It just doesn't make sense. When Pac had it, it had a little bit more meaning to it. Pac was going from promotion to promotion, defending it. Yeah, he was winning it all the time, but it was something different compared to Orange Cassidy walking around with the title in his book bag. Like, it meant something, and for it to have changed hands only once, where the hell are they going with this? I don't know. Anyway, let's get into the main card of the pay-per-view. Alright, so on to the main card. So Darby Allin, Sting versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. You already know Jay and Jeff gonna have a lot of tricks up their sleeves, but ultimately I do think Sting and Darby is gonna take the win. Honestly, I want to see so much more from Jay Lethal. This is why I want them to get this ROH thing going already. At least have a weekly show, and we can just have these ROH guys doing something. Jay is much better than whatever the hell he's doing right now. Moving on, Jungle Boy versus Luchasaurus in a steel cage match. Now, you know, that gives Christians less opportunities to get involved, but I still do think that somehow, some way he's going to get involved, but Luchasaurus is not going to win this one. That's what I think. So Saraya versus Britt Baker. I don't really know about this one. It could go either way. But I can see Saraya winning this. This is her first match in how many years? What is it? 5, 6 years? I don't know. That's a long time, especially for someone who was told that she could never get back in the ring. This is going to be like some kind of fairy tale story of, you know, Saraya not being able to wrestle and basically her career was over. And she comes back and she wins and it's all glitter and gold or whatever. I don't know. I hope she does a great job. She's done a phenomenal job. She's been wrestling for a long time. And I'm really happy that she has an opportunity to come back and do what she loves to do. And I hope this elevates the women's division. So definitely think Saraya is going to win. But Britt is definitely going to give it to her for her first time. And can't wait to see it. So for the TBS Championship, Nyla Rose versus Jade Cargill. Jade is winning, obviously. The storyline, to be completely honest with you, I like it, but something about it is not connecting with the crowd that well. And I'm not really sure what it is, but I don't know. It could be so much better than what it is right now. Like I said, Jade's gonna end up winning this. What is she, 40-0 right now? Something like that. I don't see her winning this, not anytime soon. So now we have for the TNT title, Wardlow, who's champion, versus Samoa Joe and Powerhouse Hobbs. Now, I don't know about this one. Obviously, I do think Wardlow's gonna win this, but the only thing that's interesting to me is Samoa Joe turning heel. Want to see how that goes. Powerhouse Hobbs, we haven't really seen much of him lately, and I do think he has a lot of potential, but with AEW having this bloated roster, we don't really get to see the best out of everyone. This is part of the reason why I do think they need to do something with ROH. This will give more people opportunity to showcase what they have. So even if someone is part of AEW, they can be, you know, wrestling part of the ROH brand as well, and we get to see more and more of people that Tony has signed. So for this match, definitely Wardlow's gonna win it. All I can say about Wardlow is he alright in the ring. He's handsome. That's pretty much all I can say. They could be doing so much more with him, and it's a little disappointing right now. So now we have Death Triangle versus the Elite. I'm going to put it this way. If the Elite win, which they will, this is just going to prove CM Punk to be right about the EVPs. And honestly, I don't want them to win. I want Death Triangle to retain and for them to have a feud with House of Black. We've been seeing those, you know, those vignettes with House of Black, and they look absolutely amazing. First of all, House of Black was my first pick to win this title, and then after a while we see that wasn't gonna happen, so then Death Triangle was who I wanted to win. And it's just like, I don't know what it is. It's basically another opportunity to play hot potato and give the Young Bucks whatever the hell they want. And honestly, it's so freaking annoying. Y'all had the title for like a fucking day. Let it go. Get to the back of the fucking line and let House of Black end up getting this after Death Triangle retains. But that's not what's going to happen. Moving on, the Acclaim versus Swerve in Our Glory. To be honest, either team wins, I'm okay with. I don't got a problem with that. The Acclaim is super over, and as cheesy as it is, that's pretty awesome. Talking about scissor me daddy ass and all this stupid shit, like, as dumb as it really is, like, I'm a woman, so if I say this thing out loud to somebody who has no idea about pro wrestling, they would just be looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with this girl? And sometimes when I say it, I just like, whoa, that is just so weird. But in the wrestling world, if you're really into AEW, you're definitely feeling the Acclaim right now. And honestly, I do really like Swerve in Our Glory. They are a really good team together. And yeah, you know, the storyline is them having issues or whatever, but regardless of the issues that they have, they still, as a team in the ring, they get the job done. Win or lose, they're a really great team. But I mean, either one wins, I'm cool with. But I saw a picture of Anthony Bowens earlier today, and he looked injured. I think he had like a, I don't want to say a cast, but like a sling or something like that. So they're probably just playing off of that, just to have people feeling some type of way about if they're going to win or not. But I can definitely see the Acclaim retaining. But if Swerve in Our Glory won, I would be okay with that too. That would definitely take the storyline to another level. I'd like to see where they're going with that. So now we got Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter for the interim women's title. Now, let me just put it like this. First of all, I don't got a problem with Toni. She's cool. But Jamie, oh my gosh, please give her the title. I've been saying this for a long time. Jamie needs to be holding some gold. She is actually, I don't know, I like her a lot. And like, I prefer heels. They're much more entertaining for the most part. So it would be great if she would have won, but I don't know if they're gonna go in that direction. To be honest, I don't know where they're going with this title. You know, with the whole thing with Jade Cargill, like her winning, she has a streak. She's already on like 40 by now. So you see why they're pushing it. But for Toni Storm, she's great in the ring, but with this title, they can give it to someone else. I don't even know what they're gonna do with Thunder Rosa. If she's gonna, I don't even know where she's at with her whole injury thing, but whether she comes back or not, I'm over it. Just give the title to Jamie. I think she'll do a great job as interim women's champion. So now let's move on to the ROH title. Let me just say this. Oh my god. The ROH pay-per-view is literally a couple of weeks away. Now, I would say wait for the pay-per-view, but to be honest with you, I don't want them dragging this out either, because I'm already bored with this. Give the damn title to Bryan, and that's it. Obviously, I do think there's going to be some type of situation where either Sammy helps Jericho retain, or this starts like some type of issues with Sammy and Chris Jericho. Now, you know, in the past, they did have their issues or whatnot, and I can see that happening. If Sammy wants to go, he's gonna do whatever it takes to win. So it could go either way with him, either betraying Chris or helping him win this title. And not sure where they're going with this, but Bryan, please, come on, please. Everyone else in this match has hold gold, and to be honest with you, me personally, I think Bryan is the best wrestler in this company. Give him the gold. That's all I can say. Now let's move on to the main event. Jon Moxley versus MJF. I'm okay with either of these two winning, definitely. But I really feel Moxley is not going to win. He got other things to do, like go home and rest, especially when he was already going to do that, and then that whole fiasco happened with CM Punk and everybody, and now is an opportunity. Like, I think he proved himself, you know, these past few months. But MJF, he brings something fresh to wrestling right now. He brings not just fresh, but something that I think a lot of people miss, especially old school wrestling fans. Something that you don't see much of at all, and people want to see where he's going with that. AEW will definitely be taking a chance on Punk. I'm sorry, I'm saying Punk, on MJF to, you know, have him be champion, and he can probably do a really great job. He's great in the ring. He's decent, but that mouth of his, oh, amazing, absolutely amazing. He knows how to play with the fans' emotions. I love that. That's something that you just don't see much of at all with professional wrestling. So he brings something fresh, but something nostalgic at the same time. Being a young man, what is he, like 25, 24 years old? And he gets it. He gets professional wrestling. Him in the ring, man, I haven't even seen him in the ring in a bit. So, I don't know. For me, with professional wrestling, the most important part is the ring work. That's, for me, that's what I love the most about professional wrestling. So on that, he hasn't sold me 100%, but everything else, he's a total package. So I'm curious to see how he is as champion. Like I said, either one, I don't know where they're gonna go, but honestly, ultimately, I can see Moxley not winning this match and MJF being the champion. That would be something different. I would love to not feel like I'm watching something that I watched a couple of weeks ago, because it's been a little bit predictable lately. And you know, aside from you seeing all these people on the roster, whether if it's on Dynamite, Rampage, Dark, or Elevation, or part of ROH, not everyone that you see is signed. Okay, and I think that's something that people don't know. So basically they're there on like appearances or whatever, but not everyone there is signed. So what they need to do is just figure out how to utilize everybody. There's a lot of people on this roster, some really amazing people who are better than where they're at right now. And Tony needs to get this ball going before he starts losing his audience. A new year is coming in. I don't know where they're going with this ROH thing. If anything, with ROH, even if they have the show weekly at just one fucking location, that's okay. You're starting off somewhere, but you're giving the fans something in the meantime. Why the hell not? Why just have, you know, a pay-per-view like what, every 4 months? So they may be on their third pay-per-view this year, if not maybe fourth. I'm not sure, but it's not enough. Definitely not enough. And it's to the point where it's like so many of these guys are not being utilized exactly how they should be, and they need to start separating things. They need to start making better choices when it comes to the booking. And I'm not just saying that to be biased about people that I like, but I do think that that can be a really big issue for them that's already started. All right, y'all, so that's my picks as far as predictions. Now, those are my predictions, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's who I want to win. I'm trying not to be biased here, because if it was about who I wanted to win, some of these choices will definitely be different. But I think this is going to be another great pay-per-view. So all in total, for the main card is 10 matches, and for the 0 hour, which is the pre-show, is 3 matches. So maybe we won't feel overwhelmed like we have with those last few pay-per-views. Now, those pay-per-views, when I saw it was midnight and I was like, holy shit, we're still going with this. That was a lot. It was a little too much, but hopefully the pay-per-view can be done by like 11:30 or whatnot. You just don't want to overdo it when it comes to these things, especially with another pay-per-view a couple of weeks away. Y'all could have taken off 2 matches or something, especially that ROH title. Damn, even though I want the storyline to be over, they could have saved that for that pay-per-view. So I don't know. I'm excited for it. I love professional wrestling, you guys. I really do. But Tony, you need some advice? Call me. I'll help you out. Guys, thanks for watching my video. I will be back after the pay-per-view letting y'all know how wrong I was about everything. Bye.